let's get ready for another train journey. Today I'll be taking the Sunset Limited / Texas Eagle. What? Slash? Well, here is a map of Sunset Limited through San Antonio, and here's a route map of Texas Eagle to San Antonio. That's right. Here in San Antonio, the two trains combine and head west to Los Angeles. And so, I was on the road to get to San Antonio. Ooh, there's the Texas state capitol, which looked much better from afar due to an ongoing construction. And while waiting for a bus, I saw a Cybertruck. Do note, bus costs much more, but is much quicker to San Antonio from Austin. And here I am. And that would be the Texas Eagle train from Chicago, which I probably could have rode here, but I'll save this one for later. San Antonio is the final stop for the southbound Texas Eagle, and that is probably why there aren't any passengers around to be seen.
Is this the one that arrived from Chicago?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then there's one also coming from New Orleans, right? That's
Yes.
gonna join. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
That was coming early.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
So, this is a double-decker superliner train just like the Sunset Limited. And this specific train will sleep the night at a train warehouse and head on back to Chicago. However, before it does so, it will drop off a few compartments which will join the westbound Sunset Limited to Los Angeles. And hence, the crews are hard at work on the process. Ooh, could that be? Perhaps that gentleman is working on detaching that last car. Right? Now, let's not stare too long while he's working. Anyhow, here I am, San Antonio. How you been? Let's take a look around the station of San Antonio. And no, it's not a crime scene or police line. It's just under construction. And because of that, seats were very limited. Basic human needs were challenged, but provided, minimally. And while I was inside, oh, where'd you go, Texas Eagle? Well, that's okay, because...
지금 들리는 거.
Do you hear that? Here it comes. This would be the, wow, gigantic Sunset Limited coming from New Orleans, which also brought me here, and now heading out to Los Angeles. Long time no see. The time is now midnight, and I still have well over 2 hours to wait. The worst part about departing San Antonio is departure time. 2:45 for westbound train and 6:45 for northbound train. Oh, is it time yet? Not yet, but 2 hours later.
Yep.
Note they assign you a seat on long distance coach, so after putting away my luggage, here I am. Whoa. I may have just boarded, but it is almost 3 a.m., bedtime for everyone else. And this is the look of the night coach car. Dark enough to sleep, while lit enough to move around should you need to. But the very front row seemed too bright due to the doorway light. Anyhow, goodbye San Antonio. Seats next to me were vacant, but passengers are assigned seats per their destination, 53 and 54 to El Paso. After checking out the reading light, I concluded the day here. And good morning, Sanderson, Texas. I slept okay. Not even 5 hours, but minimum necessary amount. I made my way to the lounge car for some sightseeing. Fog? Sandstorm? What could it be? Mist? A little later, I made an unfortunate discovery. No, we weren't delayed. Here's a map of America with different time zones, and here in the western tip of Texas is where El Paso is. Looks like I'll be spending an extra hour in the lounge. Alright, time for some coach seat review. Trains designated as long distance have very spacious seats as well as features. Yup, a leg stand which is on par with Acella's first class accommodations. Sorry Northeast Regional riders. 2 levers on the coach, which helps turn the coach more spacious and comfy than any other economy airline seats. Wait, what's that? Could that be the footrest lever? So special that I only took photos of the lever, but not the actual footrest? Haha, oh what a beautiful landscape. Wait, hold on, rewind a bit. This is the biggest inconvenience of all Amtrak coach seats. Can you guess? Yup, 2 outlets by the window. The aisle passenger's cable would have to fly across the window passenger's lap. Ah, country road, but not West Virginia. And in the distance, Mesa, I think. I had to Google that to find out what those rectangular cliffs are called. Needless to say, it was first time seeing such.
Good morning. This is Haley in the Cafe Florida.
Around 9 a.m. or so is when they start actively making breakfast announcements, stop announcements, and such across the whole train. And this small town was Alpine, Texas. Hello, no, I'm not in a room, but a restroom with a change room, which is much larger than usual restrooms. Nothing out of the ordinary, but if you need to use the sink, sure. Make sure to test it before you place your hands below. For comparison's sake, this is the regular restroom. Big enough for a step forward or backward. And no, not a business lounge, but lounge for mothers. And last but not least is the accessible restroom, which is quite sizable. And though not many, there are lower level coach seatings as well, which is usually reserved for those with limited mobility. There is no shower for the coach class.
The next station stop, hopefully 4 hours, will be El Paso, Texas.
Yup, hopefully in 4 hours. Honestly, if I was in the sleeper compartment, which comes with the shower, I wouldn't mind an extra hour or 2 just admiring the beautiful western scenery for the first time, but I was very much hoping to arrive as soon as possible this time. Care for some shopping, anyone? Just kidding. That's a sculptural art installation, Prada Marfa. Sierra Blanca, Texas. Tiny town with population of 500 people, but I still remember that name because of that SB mountain. And a little later, well, that distant part of the land is Mexico, which meant I was approaching my destination, the border city, El Paso, Texas. I want to shower! Well, here I am at the westmost city of Texas, border city of El Paso, Texas, or El Paso. Hello, train station. And thank you and goodbye, Sunset Limited, or Texas Eagle, until we meet again. And hello, El Paso Union Station. Not a grand station, I see, but it also has that train station atmosphere, right? I was hoping to get to my hotel ASAP, and it was a little disappointing to see that there are no food options in the station. Alright, enough with the station. Let's head on out to see the city. Wait, Union Passenger Station. Okay, I wonder how many Union stations we have in the United States. Hello, El Paso. Nice to meet you. Oh, a beautiful day. Well, outside and to my right were officers and Mexico in the distance. How close. And with that, I'll conclude today's train journey here, and I will look around the city in the following videos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.